Hi guys, I hope that you're very well. It's Sylvana here and I am back for a new video on the Jewels and Gems YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, let's talk about one of those crystals that I genuinely get so much excitement about every time I have to talk about it. It's just such a good one and deserves more appreciation, let me tell you. And that crystal is the beautiful Lepidolite. Look at that. Have you ever seen something so cool? It literally looks like it comes from another planet. It's one of those, it's like, how can this be? How can this come from Mother Earth? How can this be the, the result of Mother Earth's work? I just can't get that in my mind. It's crazy. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what is Lepidolite. Why should you guys want it or need it in your crystal collection? Let's be honest. The meanings behind Lepidolite, the properties, the uses, the meanings, as we said, the zodiac signs associated with Lepidolite, but also we'll talk a little bit about chakra healing because you have to. So yeah, let's just dive into it. And just as I'm talking about this beauty here, I'm just gonna be holding it near so you can kind of have an idea and sense its wonderful in energy. And you can see here, just before we get started, look at how unusual is that. It's literally like layers. It reminds me of the French dessert, the millefeuille, when you have like all those layers upon layers upon layers. And this is how you get this. So you start from one thin layer and then it just grows like that. It's just incredible. So first of all, if you feel attracted to this crystal right now and you might be wondering, what is it about, Sylvana? Tell me, why do I suddenly feel like this crystal is calling my name? I'll tell you now. Do you often feel nervous? Do you often feel worried? Do you feel like you have difficulties, for example, with shortness of breath or accelerated heartbeat? Or maybe you have difficulties to focus? Well, these are all signs that you, like me, like everyone, I mean, I think it's becoming very common nowadays, you suffer from a form of anxiety. We all do. There's different forms. It comes in different waves, different ways, yeah. And basically this means that you maybe are letting anxiety take over your life and take control over your life a bit too much. And here Lepidolite is here to calm you down, to bring you that inner peace. It's here to remind you that you have to manage your anxiety. Don't let your anxiety manage yourself. And that it's going to help you prevent it from, going too crazy, So basically, Lepidolite is becoming more and more common. It's one of those crystals that you can now start to find a little bit more easily. You can find it across the globe. From my mind, what can I think of when I think Lepidolite? I think Brazil, I think Australia, Russia, and there could be also maybe a couple more other countries, but these would be the main ones where you can actually find Lepidolite. And if I was to say something more about the meanings and the properties, I think it's definitely one of those that you could consider being one of the best mood related crystals, mood stabilizing crystals. It's literally amazing because one of my favorite fun facts about Lepidolite is the fact that it contains naturally lithium. And if you don't know what lithium is, lithium could easily be one of the key ingredients used nowadays in modern medicine and drugs. So think about all these anxiety or pain relief medication that you can find in your supermarket or in your drugstore or at the local pharmacy. they use lithium to make them, to make those that medication, those tablets. And lithium can be naturally found in lepidolite. How amazing is that? And that in itself can tell you a lot about what lepidolite can do for you. And it's great. Yeah, it's just great for like tranquility in times of chaos, of stress, and anxiety. It's literally one of those that is supposed to help you bring awareness to your current state of being. And because by focusing on how you feel right now, this will allow you to really dive deep into into what you can do for yourself to really get out of that zone. And you'll be able to step back from whatever's worrying you, from whatever is causing trouble in your mind, in your brain, in your head. And just by stepping away from it, you step away from all those negative thought patterns, wherever they come from, and then you just focus on the here and now, and tranquility and calm. It's all as well about that state of presence. And sometimes I love to remind the importance, for example, of using lepidolite in your breathwork practice, because it's one of those crystals that can be wonderful for that. To refocus on your breath is the best thing you can do whenever you feel anxious, stressed, or under pressure. And that's why for me it's one of those I love for a breathwork practice, to actually work with lepidolite at the same time. It's wonderful. And because you're dealing with a crystal here that's going to really promote that sense of sleep, relaxation, mental stability, peace and tranquility. So that's what this is all about, guys. That's what this is all about. You're also dealing with a crystal that has beautiful nurturing energies. And I'm going to show you a different piece just so you can see the variations of colors and shades and looks. Another slice here. And I was saying it has very much so a nurturing energy. And very good, for example, if you tend to have, how can I explain that, toxic emotions, or emotions that maybe really don't, shouldn't have their place in your life. Bringing in calm. It's great for dependency. So if you're someone, for example, that's very dependent on others for your own emotional well-being, lepidolite is said to help you break away from that dependence. And I suppose it's also great just for now it depends, it's not something I usually talk a lot, but they say that it's great for any other type of psychological illnesses. Now again, we don't usually talk a lot here about physical healing. I really am more focused on the emotional side of things, but that's another thing that, for example, lepidolite would kind of be also known for. And I'll just show you a different piece. Now here we have, you see this slice here, which is just completely polished. And you can see here it has a gentle little sparkle, which is so cute. And that color is just divine. Apart from that, lepidolite would usually be associated with Capricorn and Aquarius. Hence why we're talking about it today. We're still in Aquarius season, even though it's almost finished. But I had to talk about the beautiful lepidolite. In terms of chakras, well, you're going to be dealing with something that's going to be more so, obviously, third eye and crown chakra related, because it really works on the matters of the mind, and really about helping with that sense of bringing down anxiety, boosting your sleep. That would be the main idea behind lepidolite. Let's talk a little bit about the history, because you know me, I love to talk about folklore, ancient lore. It's just so interesting to talk about all these things. And so yeah, let's do that for a quick moment. So lepidolite, just for you to know if you did not know, lepidolite in Greek means scale, which is actually a reference to its very unusual texture. It looks almost like there is like, it has a bit of that scaly appearance. And actually lepidolite is one of those crystals that have been quite recently discovered. If you compare it to your typical range of crystals that would have been found millions of years ago, lepidolite is quite a baby compared to the rest of them. You're dealing with a crystal that was found in the 1800s, around that period, so relatively young. And originally the beautiful name that was given to lepidolite was lilalite. I know it's a bit of a mouthful to say, but lilalite was the name originally given because obviously of its lilac color. You see, like lavendery lilac color, which I think was lovely. But then, of course, you know, it was renamed lepidolite after all. It's probably the mineral, the crystal you will find that contains the highest amount of lithium among all crystals in the crystal world. Absolute. So definitely you can really see why it appeals a lot to people that would tend to be stressed and anxious. It's very, very strong that way. And lithium is actually quite a light metal, a quite light element, chemical element, and it's used in so many areas of our lives we don't even know about, to be honest. But the first one that comes to my mind that I had to share with you guys was obviously you know, modern day medication. And you can find it a lot in all those medications that can be found or purchased for mood lifting or mood regulating purposes. And obviously it's also rich in a lot of other elements. You know, I'm not going to go too deep about that because it might not mean a lot to you, but the key element here to remember is that it's not just mined for it being a crystal, if you get me. It's also mined and sought after because it is known for its chemical composition that can be so handy in so many different industries nowadays. And it's very prized mineral, obviously for that reason, but it's also very prized in the metaphysical world, for sure. I'll show you how you can find lepidolite as in a tumblestone. So here is a polished tumble of lepidolite, which is much more practical, but you can see the shine is not there. The shine is in the rough lepidolite. But it's so wonderful to just be able to see just how it looks, you know, in different forms. So this way maybe you know, you can have a bit of an idea if you don't have it yourself. It's really nice. And yeah, as we said, connected to the third eye, crown chakras. It's all about putting your mind, your spirit at ease, you know. And really, as we said, that lithium is really the key ingredient into lepidolite's magic. And yeah, helping you to rebalance your emotions, but in a beautiful way. And you might think it's effective because obviously lithium, like there's lithium in it. And powerful for, yeah, all those elements, putting your, you know, great for meditation practice. So great if you're, for example, someone that practices meditation and you want to incorporate lepidolite to try to really boost that sense of inner peace. As we said, great for breathwork practices. So if you're someone that you know, does breathwork, if it's part of your self-care practice, try to do it with lepidolite. I think it could be really nice. Yeah, that would be kind of the gist, you know, really releasing unwanted vibrations and energies that you don't need from your body, mind, and spirit. And yeah, very much so about that sense of if you ever feel anxious or stressed, you know, just get back to a place of stillness, you know, grab your lepidolite crystal and just try to tap into its soothing and grounding energy. And you know, focus on that breath. As we talked about breath work earlier, go back to that sense of breath. So you know, I'm not going to do it today, but we can do it on another day if it's something you'd like me to do for you guys. Just tap into that breath work practice, and just yeah, by doing that work and raising awareness around your breath and your inner state of being, lepidolite can seriously help you to really remind yourself that you have to be in the here and now. Focus on the present moment now, and let those negative thought patterns out the door, you know. And yeah, just that's how you can balance your emotions after all, especially if you're really caught in a moment where it's getting really hot and intense. You know, just go back to that. You know, it's great for sleep as well. So if you, for example, want to try a beautiful crystal near your on your bedside table, that's great for sleep. Lepidolite obviously is going to be wonderful that way. You know, so if you're someone that overthinks a lot, if you have too much on your mind, if mentally, you know, your brain is constantly active and it's struggling to just shut down and calm down and relax, yeah, keep some lepidolite in your sleeping area, you know, your bedroom, your bedside table, wherever feels right. And yeah, just try to imagine lepidolite's energy like a beautiful purple bubble around you, just, you know, helping you to just calm down that stress, calm down all that overactive mind and worries you might have, and just help you shut down and just wind down. And yeah, keep it near you. And as you're trying to go to bed, definitely it's one of those, I would do something like that. Try to do meditation before going to sleep involving lepidolite, not necessarily holding it because you're sleeping, so it might not be practical, but just keep it near you so that you know it's there. And while you're doing your meditation, envision, like visualize your lepidolite crystal and visualize its energy like surrounding you and bringing you all that beautiful peace, tranquility, and restful energy and nurturing energy that lepidolite is known for. You know, it's that's the key here. That's the key, guys. So if I was to give, for example, maybe an affirmation that you can use with this beautiful emotional well-being related crystal, I would suggest maybe something like I maintain my center through the storms of life. Something like that would be beautiful with lepidolite's beautiful energy of inner peace. Yeah, so you know, if you have insomnia, sleeping difficulties or disorders, you know, definitely try lepidolite. It's all about change and transition and positive life changes and transitions. This is a crystal of transformation I think everyone needs in their life, for sure, to heal all aspects. It works everywhere. So I hope, guys, that you enjoyed this video and presentation on the beautiful lepidolite. I absolutely love it. It's one of the ones I get like so excited about. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, what do you think about lepidolite? Do you have some in your crystal collection? Before someone asks me, because I know someone will, we don't have lepidolite jewelry yet on the website. It's something that I'm working on, but as you can tell, because of its very unusual appearance, it can be quite fragile. It's not one of the sturdiest crystals. This can be broken easily. I don't want to do it now because I love it so much, but you know, you can see it's quite unusual. So it's not the easiest to use in jewelry, let's be honest, but I am working on it. So whenever we get lepidolite in jewelry on the website, you will be the first to know if you join our Jewels and Gems VIP club. That's our newsletter on the website on jewelsandgems.shop. I just released some new freebies, so make sure you go there and check it out, and let me know what you guys think. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up to the beautiful lepidolite. It deserves so much love, so much love. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I wish you a beautiful day, and don't forget to always trust yourself, trust your intuition, and do something positive for yourself today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.